So ahead of Take-Two's investor call, Rockstar decided to tweet out some things to help boost up the share price, which has not been doing so well this year. Three parts really to this. First, they told us that the 6 new tracks from Dr. Dre from GTA Online is now available outside the game across all digital music services such as Apple Music and Spotify. Then they told us about the expanded enhance, a few more details about that coming in March 15th, and they acknowledged that they are working on GTA 6, or the next installment of the GTA series. Honestly, the only reason I think they even mentioned that is they just know that even acknowledging that they are working on GTA 6 is going to get people talking about it, and not many people are as excited about the expanded enhance. Well, I'm definitely not. Anyway, they didn't give any footage showing us the expanded and enhanced, which is coming in March 15th. They just said that it's going to have graphic modes up to 4K resolution and up to 60 frames per second. There's texture and draw distance upgrades, HDR options, and ray tracing, as well as offering the technical advancements of the latest console generations with faster loading times, immersive 3D audio, platform-specific features like advanced haptic feedback, and much more. Honestly, to me, a lot of games are offering upgrades like this for free for a lot of their games. So this isn't free for most people. This is going to be a paid installment for the game. And GTA Online is heavily laced with microtransactions to the point where it's almost like a free-to-play game anyway. So it's crazy that they will be charging people for this. They'll also be adding a standalone version for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and that will also debut on the launch. And this will be available for free for 3 months for PlayStation 5 players. Honestly, it just feels like it's going to be a new lick of paint on a very old game, and the controls for that game are pretty dated at this stage. And considering how they handled the definitive edition, as they call it, for the trilogy, I don't know. I don't have high expectations for the expanded enhance at all. I just think it's another cash grab by them. Of course, they needed something to tell their investors in the investor call coming up, and they wanted to make it sound like people might be excited. Of course, I don't think a lot of people are that excited for it. So it's nice to maybe acknowledge that they are working on GTA 6. Tagging that onto the post will definitely boost some engagement. I'm just going to read through the tweet because I don't really want people to start jumping to huge conclusions here, but it just says that many of you have been asking about the new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. Yeah, people have been asking for that for a few years now. Actually, the best part of a decade. They say with every new project, our goals are always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered, which is an interesting to say considering they're releasing the same game on a third generation, which is not significantly improved or moved beyond what they've previously delivered at all. Anyway, they say that we're pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry of the series is underway. So that's it. They just acknowledge that they are in fact working on the next series of Grand Theft Auto. They said that we look forward to sharing more as soon as we're ready. So please stay tuned to Rockstar's Newswire for official details. On behalf of our entire team, we thank you for your support and cannot wait to step into the future with you. Unless you're talking about Red Dead Online, in which case there's no future, so stop asking. For me, a lot of these tweets would have sounded good a few years ago, but just the track record of Rockstar in the last few years has really changed my opinion on them as a developer. Like going back to what they said, with every new project, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. That was 100% true. And that is why I used to always pre-order a Rockstar Games game when I knew it was coming out. They would always deliver, or at least provide a great experience to play. That is not as true anymore. Like, the expanded and enhanced is not significantly moving beyond what they've already delivered. The GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition is not significantly moved on to what they previously delivered. It genuinely feels like the least amount of effort they can put into those things to just generate more income for them. Also, the way they handled Red Dead Online just really puts a sour taste in my mouth and just doesn't feel like the same company it once was. Personally, I want to see footage of GTA 6 before I get excited. I want to actually read a review about GTA 6 before I start getting excited. Also, just a little worried about the development of the game, especially because they lost such high profile people in the last few years. Particularly Dan Houser. I mean, he was a big influence on the narrative decisions of those games, so I am a little worried about it. That would have been a big factor in my love of Rockstar games, is that narrative single player experience. So I do still have a little bit of hope, and I'm hoping that GTA 6 or whatever they call it will be an awesome experience and will push the genre even further into the future. So overall, I am happy to hear that they are working on GTA 6, even though I kind of thought they were working on GTA 6. But considering how Rockstar has handled its more recent projects, I'm really going to have to see something concrete before I start getting excited again. These are just my thoughts on it, though. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on all of this. What do you think about this announcement? Are you excited for GTA 6, or do you think that it is still a number of years away? Still, massive thanks to everyone who does support this channel. Really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you all in the next video.